Hello, my name is Vijay Rao and I head up platform sales and strategy at Yahoo. It's my absolute pleasure to welcome you today to the Learning Center. And if I do my job remotely well over the course of the next 30 minutes, I'm going to take you through who we are, why we're different, and most importantly, how we can help you with your business. First off, let me explain who we are. If you're a marketer, I surmise you probably have a couple of options when it comes to DSPs. The first is you go with a walled garden, and obviously there are some implicit benefits of those platforms. They have a unified stack, they have unique data and identity, they have proprietary inventory, and of course they bring scale advantages. The value equation with a walled garden isn't necessarily stacked in your favor. Stuff goes in, it doesn't necessarily come back out. The alternative, independence. And independents have obviously seen massive traction over the past 5 years. The benefit of these guys, obviously they're easier to work with, the value equation is much more equitable, but they lack anything proprietary. And in a world around consumer privacy and regulatory concerns around identity, they're not in it for the long haul, they're going to be challenged. So where do we operate? We like to think of ourselves as operating in the middle. We offer all the advantages of a walled garden, scale, a unified stack, identity, but we operate much more akin to an independent. Essentially, the best of both worlds. Let's now talk about something I mentioned on the previous slide, unified stack. The unified stack for us is the economies of scale that we bring to the table. First off, we're a massive publisher of content. We're the #2 most trafficked website outside of Google. On either side of that, we have a DSP, and that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. But we also importantly have an SSP. And the SSP essentially is a bunch of tools that allow publishers, including all of our owned and operated properties, to monetize their sites and inventory. Okay, so what are the advantages for an advertiser? So the first is all of those users that come to our properties, all the publishers that use our SSP, all of the content that we create equals end users. And end users equates to one-to-one identity at scale. And you're going to hear that over and over again during this presentation, but identity in a cookieless world is super important. The second is, by having that sell-side component of our stack, we get you closer to inventory, either exclusive relationships or better paths of access into that supply. And last but not least, identity plus better connections into publishers equals performance. And not just driving performance and KPIs for you, but the transparency that we provide on the back end to help you understand what's working and why. And quite frankly, that last piece is why we've been stealing market share from the competition left, right, and center over the past 2 years.